Bosko the Speed King is a Warner Brothers Bosko cartoon from 1933. This one's directed by Hugh Harmon with a voice cast including Rochelle Hudson, Rudolf Ising, and Johnny Murray. And there's nothing wrong with this. The narrative works well, the animation is fine, but I found this to be really tremendously boring. It starts off with Bosko preparing his car, getting ready for the race, and then we have the race, and I won't spoil it by saying what happens or who wins, but if you've seen one standard cartoon about a car race, you've seen Bosko the Speed King, because it doesn't have anything different to offer. And obviously it's 1933, so there weren't quite as many of them at this point as there were in later years, but there are plenty that come before this, and I just didn't feel like it had anything interesting to offer. Bosko was, again, fine. There's nothing wrong with Bosko as a character. The performance of the character was okay, but I certainly didn't think he was interesting. Honey kind of annoyed me a little bit. Don't ask me why, because I genuinely can't put my finger on it, but sometimes I don't like the character. I never hate the character, but this is one of those animations where I didn't gel with the character at all. The animation quality, as I said, is absolutely fine. There's nothing wrong with it. There's one bit that I liked, and it involved jumping through a hoop. And it's such a brief, 1 second animation, but that I rather liked, but everything else I found to be pretty standard, nothing creative really, nothing that interesting. It's an okay cartoon. At no point will I say that Bosko the Speed King is a bad cartoon, a bad animation, or a bad narrative, because it isn't. But that being said, it's just not interesting. I didn't care for it. If you're a Bosko fan, or if you particularly like cartoons about cars, then sure, check it out. But if you're just looking for a fun cartoon, then I'd say Bosko the Speed King is not going to be the first one I recommend.